Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my first Q&A coming off of the premiere of The Walking Dead Season 6. First question comes from Morgan, as he asked Michonne, back there, did you eat one of my protein bars? So with careful inspection, I have reviewed the footage, and I can say 100% conclusively that Michonne is a liar. She absolutely did eat one of his protein bars. I have the footage to prove it. So we're eating his food now? I do have to say that was one of the better lines in the episode. That was pretty funny. But I guess in a zombie apocalypse, if you only have one peanut butter protein bar left, you may notice if it goes missing. So something he's probably been wondering for a really, really long time. I wanted to ask her. So that's funny. So there was some pretty good lines in the episode. I'll do a few videos this week. If you guys didn't catch, I'm going to be doing a giveaway in the review video. So you can check out the review for the premiere. 2 copies of The Walking Dead Season 5. I'm giving that away. So that's cool. So enter that if you haven't yet already in that video. Also got some videos coming this week, of course, too. We're going to do one where we compare No Sanctuary to this premiere, to the First Time Again premiere, the Season 6 premiere. And I'll give you guys my thoughts on which I think is the best premiere, so the best first episode of The Walking Dead ever. Check out the review, check out the predictions if you missed it for episode 2. And, of course, we did do the live stream. I think it turned out okay. It was a little chaotic. Maybe I should have recorded more questions, prior to starting it, because a lot of the stuff in the chat was just ridiculousness. So, but you're gonna get that. It's YouTube. But yeah, if you guys like the live stream, maybe in the future we could do another one. Depending, we'll see. Maybe at the end of Season 6, at the finale. I'm interested to see, how people are kind of feeling about the Season 6 premiere, because it seems that there are quite a few people that are actually a little bit disappointed with it. But, you're always going to get that. You're always going to get that no matter what. And not every episode is going to be as good as No Sanctuary or something like Too Far Gone or episodes like that. Some of those best episodes ever. I thought it was a great premiere, though. I really enjoyed it a lot myself, as you guys saw in the review. So we'll do that coming up pretty soon. Let's answer a few of your guys' questions. The protein bar one was pretty funny. So I had to look into it myself because I kind of remembered it, but I wasn't sure what she was eating. I looked through the clip, and at one time I thought she was eating crackers or something like that, but no, it does look like it's a protein bar to me. So it's a little hard to tell because you just see her munching away, but she's clearly eating something of Morgan's, and I assume it's a protein bar. So first question is from Anton Iniolo, and he says, Q&A question, do you think that Enid's death will be the thing that causes Carl to go into a darker and more badass state? Well, I think we're going to see quite a bit of stuff with him this season, based on some spoilers and stuff like that. So that should be good. And yeah, there should be quite a bit of transformation from him coming up in the next couple seasons, with this season especially. It should be really good. But I don't know what they're going to do with Enid at all. I can't read it. I have no idea. It seems like they're even maybe going to do some flashbacks of her and build up her storyline a little bit. So if they do that, she could even be kind of a more long-term survivor. Because you don't have the Sophia in the television series version, whereas in the comic books you do. So even though she hasn't been used that much recently in the comic books, but it's kind of, it'd feel like when you don't have that character there, it's almost like maybe they'll use Enid to kind of fill that role, especially if they're going to build out her backstory. Seems like maybe something of the sort. We'll see what happens, but yeah. Next one's from Kyle Kalapi, and he says, hey Trev, for the next Q&A, I have a question for you on The Walking Dead. Who do you think beeped the horn to bring those walkers close to Alexandria at the ending of episode 1? Was it maybe one of the wolves or one of the Alexandrians? Thank you for your thank you, Trev, and good luck with your videos. Thanks, Kyle. So we talked about this a little bit in the live stream and kind of touched on it briefly. So I got a chance to watch the episode again a couple more times and really analyze it. And the horn at the end is clearly a truck horn. Clearly, yeah, it's you can tell the difference between these different types of horns, like a regular car horn or a truck horn. And it's definitely a truck. So I would think for sure it's got to be the wolves, because we know that they have the trucks. They have the trucks full of walkers, and it should be really exciting to see what happens with that, because Rick and all the others are out there, and then if the wolves kind of attack at this time, or at least if they bring one of their trucks in there and they weigh down the horn or something somehow, and just try to get out of there or something, and just let the walkers do the rest, and then maybe come back afterwards. We'll see, but it seems like they may try to attack at that moment too, or some of them will. We'll have to see what happens with the wolves. But I like how they're kind of mixing the wolves and the No Way Out storyline in together, rather than keeping them separate and having one happen and then having the next happen. They're actually kind of bringing them both in at the same time and having them happen simultaneously. So you have the wolves here, you have the herd there, and you can see that the wolves are kind of responsible for actually bringing this herd to Alexandria when everything looked like it was all gravy. Everything, Rick's plan was working perfectly until this happened. Next question is from Mr. Xenomorph, and he also asked a similar type of question. He says, do you think that maybe the people who kidnapped Daryl, as shown in the trailer? So we haven't seen them yet, that's true, and we'll have to see what happens with them and which episode they appear in. I thought a lot of that stuff was going to be in the trailer, but it looks like it'll be the first few episodes at least. There's also a scene of Morgan talking to somebody, telling them to get out of here. So when is that from? Probably the next couple episodes we'll have to see that. And like I said, it seems like the wolves are not just going to kind of come in there one episode and be done. It seems like there might be a lot more back and forth with them. It'd be interesting if they use the wolves even more than they use the hunters with Terminus, but it seems like that might be the case. We may see them in more episodes overall than Terminus and the hunters, so to speak, which is cool, because I do like character villains. Again, to see like surviving villains, and I think a lot of people maybe didn't like the premiere so much because there really isn't any other kind of villains in the episode. And I noticed that when you just have zombies by themselves, it sometimes people don't like it as much as when you have zombies and then you add in the extra element of having a human threat there as well too, which is a lot of fun to have all those things mixed in together. It's like awesomeness overload. So next one's from Zazman Reviews, and he says, hey Trev, I know it's still way too early, but I was wondering if after season 6 finishes, can you please do a video on whether or not it's the best season of The Walking Dead yet? Let's see. Also, my dad called you an idiot for liking the premiere of The Walking Dead, but I defended you saying that Trev is right about The Walking Dead being on the air for a long time. I don't know how I feel about your dad calling me an idiot, because I usually respect my elders, but okay. Love your channel and content and can't wait for episode 2. My dad hated that episode. I can't see why. Well, like I just explained, you don't have any other threats in terms of villains or evil survivors. So with that, you just have the zombies by themselves. And anytime you have that, it can be, it depends. Some people may like it, some people may not. Also, they had a lot of kind of slower parts in it, so some people may not have liked that too. Plus, if you're comparing it to Season 5, No Sanctuary, we'll do a video on that, within the next couple days. I can see if maybe you didn't like it as much. But see, that's the thing about the way I do my reviews. See, his dad calls me an idiot because I like the episode. And other people may see, so everybody's different. See, this is why a lot of reviewers, they stay very neutral, because if you stay neutral and you don't give your opinion, then people are going to basically agree with you no matter what, right? So if you play it safe and you stay neutral, I don't do that. I give you guys my thoughts. I'll let you know what I think. And if you just stay neutral, that's a safe way to go. No one's going to call you an idiot because they won't disagree with you. But everybody's different. Everybody's tastes are different. And I did really like to see the herd. I think that was something new that we've never seen before, and something special that will be remembered permanently in seasons to come. But I'm also interested to see if The Walking Dead has peaked. I wonder if Season 5 is a good question here. Of course, I will compare this season when we get through it, even the first half probably, so far to Season 5 and that kind of stuff, because I think Season 5 has set the benchmark for about as good as The Walking Dead can be, for a season, and we'll see if they can surpass that, or if they've actually peaked and kind of set a standard for themselves, set a bar so high that maybe they won't be able to surpass it. So we'll see. But then again, you got Negan coming, you got all kinds of other stuff coming, so it's kind of early yet, even in the series, if you think about the long term of it. Even right now, as long as nothing crazy happens, like Andrew Lincoln doesn't quit or something, then it's kind of early yet to see. So we'll see if it peaks and when that is. I'd say I don't think Season 5 is the peak point, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Do a couple more. Next one's from Brendo Calrissian. He says, do you think the Season 6 premiere is setting up for the No Way Out story arc we see in the comics? If so, how do you think it will happen? Thanks. Keep up the good work. Well, pretty basic question. I mean, we've already seen it happen. I mean, it's happening right now. All the zombies are being drawn to Alexandria, so, that's what it is. They're going to get trapped. Next one's from Yoda Gaming. He says, Trev, please do a Drunk Z Nation review. Okay, man. I'll do it for you. Maybe when the Z Nation finale comes up, we'll do a drunk review, and you guys can see how terrible my reviews are when I'm wasted. So that'll be fun. And we'll do one more. Riley Fleming says, hey, Trev, great channel and live stream. Do you reckon it would be cool if they did more point of view camera work into the episodes? Yeah, I do think so. They did that for the season 3 finale with the governor when he's beating up Milton, and he kind of looks at his eye and then it zooms out. I thought that was a cool touch. I thought that was a cool effect, and he's like beating up the camera. Because you get to see it from Milton's perspective and what's happening to him at that very moment. You kind of feel it, because the governor's looking right at you, all terrifying and beating the crap out of you from a point of view perspective. So I do like that, and depending on who directs it, you can see stuff like that. Greg Nicotero's directing. I don't want to say that. He's a great director, and he did the Merle shot and stuff like that. But sometimes with his episodes, they can be a little bit difficult to follow, depending. But they used the black and white this time to kind of show the differences between the two, which made it clear for everybody to see. Some people actually didn't like the black and white. So, everybody's got their own opinion. Everybody's different. And we'll do a video probably tomorrow talking about No Sanctuary versus this episode for what is the best episode of the Walking Dead, premiere-wise, ever. Yeah, so if you guys like the video, please thumb it up below. Let me know what you think about the protein bar. That's funny. And if you like this video, like I said, thumb it up, share favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you again tomorrow. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace.